All right, we just got finishing watching Alien Romulus coming back home. What do y'all think? If I gotta be honest, I actually enjoyed it. They did a lot of references. They did a lot. We had the original Alien. We had. But by the way, this is spoilers, so we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're just gonna talk about the movie. The suiting up scene, a little bit on the nose on that one. Although the lore in this movie was insane. I mean, holy crap. We literally got more black goo. We got obviously Wailing Wutani being Wailing Wutani. Honestly, I don't see where the anger is. I actually enjoyed it. Characters were cool. The acting was fun. Tempo was pretty solid. The only part that was a little weird was I mean, a little bit extra was like the scene where she was about to die in the elevator. That alien took like 30 years to kill her. That
Uh,
aside, I mean,
well, usually the alien won't kill the last human alive because they need them to propagate whatever next area they're going to. So it's well known to not immediately kill the last host on a ship. Alien Isolation, various comic books, various movies. Resurrection does that. The newborn doesn't immediately kill its mother and usually keeps a host around. It's
okay.
the norm. Same thing with the alien taking the bodies. If you take the consideration with Alien 1, you can use dead bodies as a catalyst to create an ovomorph, an egg. So you necessarily don't need a queen. So even if he didn't facehugger her, he could have used her body as a catalyst for creating an egg. So you don't essentially need to facehug her to start an infestation.
On that note, I will point out the fact that we got to see more clear in the gestation, mutating pupa stage. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, we finally get to see the in between from chestbuster to full grown adult. That was cool.
That was gnarly. That scene was actually pretty tense. I'm not gonna lie, that was really cool. Man, he died in a fucked up way though. Oh man, that was not pretty. Ugh,
Yeah, enjoy the acid scenes.
damn. Pretty man. Seeing Rook come back too was cool as shit. That was
Oh
interesting.
yeah,
Did not expect that. Not gonna lie.
yeah, that was cool. A good throwback. But they are the synths used for the androids. No, for the security divisions.
Yeah,
So the science security teams. If you remember in Alien One, Dallas had to get them on board two
that's
months
right. They had a
before.
pickup,
It,
quote
it
unquote.
was yeah, it was a company appointed security officer, a science division security officer. So it makes sense that this old rig, which is still years off from the second movie because that's when the company starts shifting to better models, the Bishop series. So it makes sense that they're using the first one in Alien was called Ash. This one was called Rook. Using the same model makes sense.
Although the CGI AI, whatever they did for the face was uh kind of off. It looked like that face capture doing the da 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 da. Like it looked really weird with the mouth movement.
Yeah,
But I mean, synthesizing faces with AI, or whatever they did was, weird.
it's like what they did with Grand Moff Tarkin on Rogue One.
Yeah, even that was uncanny though. But in the film overall, I mean, I really can't hate it. I was actually enjoyed. Even the ending, which I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit, that was fucking gnarly. That was something I did not expect. Getting new lore with the goo, seeing us synthesize it, making this variant, and well, seeing the mutation on the rat was fucking cool. But seeing it on the person, I guess it did what you mentioned earlier with the way the goo infects DNA, and it does what it does.
Re
And bro,
restructures everything and creates new life.
okay, that was weird.
That's what we saw at the beginning of Prometheus, when the guy drinks the goo and creates life on that planet.
Yeah,
We are made to believe that Earth was created in the same sense, and the planet in Covenant that David destroys is the perfect Earth because the engineers didn't destroy those people, and those people revered the engineers as gods. So until David wrecks them all, of course.
uh,
But yeah, that's the creation of life. That's what the Greek god Prometheus is. So that's why the first movie in the ship was called Prometheus.
but you gotta admit though, the new life that we got from that was the pregnant lady basically
Yeah,
made a genuine new life. We've never seen it. That shit looked like a creepy pasta creature.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
and it was what, eating her?
Yeah, that was weird because like we don't really get aliens eating anything, but I guess the human side of this thing was like needed nutrients to progress or something.
Yeah, because they grew a tail,
Yeah.
and that I didn't see a tail when it was first coming up because it was crawling.
Fun fact: humans have tails, but our tails are shortened. We don't use them anymore, so genetically we've stopped mutating them
We're
for
monkeys.
anything. Yeah. So we still got a tail, but the of course the goo probably enhanced this spinal structure. It is already confirmed that the facehuggers, when they create human-based aliens, it does the tail comes from that.
The only thing that I realize now is the I think did that is it just me, or is that the blood scene just there to be like a cool thing? I guess
What blood scene?
the
It
acid
was it when I
scene.
was gone. Oh, the acid floating around in space.
Yeah, because I mean, giving it a second thought, it's like I think that wouldn't have really worked. It's just movie magic at that point because it's acid everywhere. Or maybe it's just me thinking a bit too hard, I guess. But I mean,
Liquids float in space. Can
yeah,
confirm. So it's kind of just like if you want to think about it too hard, oh, it would have
yeah,
breached a hole and it would have broken everything. Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
Like
because
who was
it
controlling the
it it
ship
would have
would
hit
have
something
blown up, right?
else. Yeah,
Like if you want to think about it, no one's piloting the ship. It should have blown up immediately. No one's piloting the thing they're piloting. It should have crashed into the rock. Like if you start thinking about the things, yeah, there's you can always find some
we
inconsistencies.
can chalk it into a little bit of the movie stuff. But I mean, I guess
Yeah.
overall for me, if you guys want to pop in, it was fine. It wasn't oh my god amazing, but we got more lore. We got some pretty cool scenes with the fighting too, the guns, the aliens were actually being aliens, and people died. It was cool. So I gotta give it a solid, a solid B for me. I actually enjoyed it quite
Wow.
well.
I give it a solid A. I think it's better than most of the Alien movies we got because Prometheus doesn't really count as an Alien movie. It's a lore movie.
Oh, let's
Um,
not open that can of worms.
Aliens one was, hey, this exists. So yes, it's an alien movie, but not much happens. It's more of just this is world building. Aliens is the first time we actually get a huge infestation. We see a queen. We get major lore added. We get attacks, war against aliens, pretty much with a whole colonial marines faction going at it. Um,
Mm.
Aliens 3 is another Aliens 1, very slow. We get minor added lore, running aliens, and then that's pretty much it. It's doesn't really add much. 4, it's way out there in terms of the military just trying to do military things and creating clones. We don't really get anything new except for hybrid human aliens. That's a small amount of lore, but doesn't help the overall story in terms of what the aliens are. So I would say Romulus is up there with like Covenant and Aliens, in my opinion, because it adds so much lore. You also get action, and you learn a lot as much as you get in terms of action. So for me, like, yeah, I give it an 8. Fuck it, it's pretty good. It's better than the first. It's better than the
Oof.
definitely better than the third. Better than Prometheus because Prometheus doesn't do anything much except for saying, "Hey, this exists." Just like Alien, "Hey, this exists."
I really enjoyed it.
I think the reason why this movie is good is because you don't have to watch the other ones to enjoy the ride. Whereas if you watch Alien 1 now, it's kind of like we watched it what yesterday, Carrie. If you
Yeah. Oh
watch it,
yeah.
you can see how dated it is, how slow it is. There's not much action. Sure, the killing scenes. It's more of just like if you're going to invest in this franchise, yes, you're going to enjoy the first movie. But if you don't care about the franchise, you're going to throw out the first movie, honestly. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is in this day and age. You kind of most people don't care for the overall story. They only care about let's get to the nitty gritty. What are the crazy moments in the movies? Covenant, Aliens, the second movie, and Romulus. Okay, that's all I'm gonna watch. Third is bad. Some people don't even watch third just because people said it's bad.
Huh.
I watch the whole franchise as a whole when I do binge it, but there's people who skip 3 and 4. They say it every time when a new movie comes out. Oh, I'm gonna rewatch everything, skipping 3 and 4. I'm gonna rewatch um, everything, skipping Covenant and Prometheus and 3 and 4. Only the first two movies exist. So It's just one of those things in the franchise, the community franchise thing.
Well, good to see that Jay enjoyed it a lot more than I did. And it wasn't like, because, you know, it being hyped up and being told all this and just sitting down and giving it a watch. I really like Alien 1 a lot more because it's, yes, you can say it's dated. I'm not going to argue with that. It is an oldie, but a goodie. But it does its job giving you the horror suspense. It does that to a T. And it's perfect in that regard, you know, to me. It's really good.
I
This
think this one
one,
did that too, though. I felt it did that as well.
but this one goes in the, you know, the suspense and then like action and just got it has a back and forth, I guess.
Are you saying the original was what more horror than this one?
It's
It
it's
I
better
would
in the
agree.
suspense horror.
I would agree
Yes.
with both that the first movie is horror because that's what it was made to be, but it is confirmed that every movie after it, you're never going to get that effect again because you already know what to expect.
Yeah. On you
The,
know.
f-
Oh yeah.
the
Go ahead.
first movie will always be what it is because you are getting into the franchise. You don't know anything about the lore, you don't know anything about the story. So you're going to be like, okay, what is this? It brings that intrigue.
Yeah.
I'm way past that horror phase. I'm way past that. Like, oh my god, it's crazy. Now I need information. So when a movie provides me information, that makes it immediately good because we've been lacking information in the space. Like what we got, like I was mentioning the other day, we only got 3 Alien games the past 10 years,
Yep.
like excluding arcades because arcades aren't canon most of the time. We only got like 3 Alien games: Fire Team, Alien Isolation, and Dark Descent. And we're gonna get a VR one, unconfirmed if it's canon or adds any lore.
Mm-hmm.
But for someone who enjoys the franchise so much, like I've been wanting more. And this not only does it solidify Covenant and Prometheus and gives us more lore about the goo and the possibilities and what the
Oh,
company has been
definite
doing in
possibilities.
between. Yeah. And what the company's been doing in between the first movie and the second movie, like that's the type of stuff I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a horror thing anymore because let's be honest, it's 2024. Who still gets afraid of shit?
Well, let me clarify on it being like it's quote unquote the horror aspect. Is that uh, it might be the nostalgic goggles, but even like in rewatching it, like it's just a great movie done overall. Like the voice,
Yeah,
the voicing, the acting, the tempo, like the script, everything is so tight knit. You get that complete experience in that what hour and 10, 20 minutes or 90. It's like
I
a
agree.
perfect movie almost. And this
Yeah,
one, me calling it a beat doesn't mean it's like, you know, it's bad. It's just that
it's like diamonds and rubies. You're not gonna
yeah.
get that diamond ever again because the the fear factor that Alien presented when it, like watching the first one, you can't replicate that. Because now
Nah.
after watching the first one, you already know what to expect. So you're not gonna get. It's like playing Dead Space. You're not gonna get scared anymore because you already know what to expect. Or watching The Thing, you already know who the Thing is, kinda. Maybe you don't, but if you watch The Thing enough times, you're like, okay, I know who's infected now. That allure of, if you're talking in the standpoint of templates, yes, 100% agree. Movie is perfect if you're trying to make a horror movie. Um, in terms of like story lore continuation, we don't never make another first movie because god damn, is the first movie slow as fuck to present everything. Like it's
Yeah.
really slow to
But
present
that
everything, and that's just the horror genre in general, right? You have to
I
bring it
guess it's
out
like
and
getting
present
with the
it.
times and maybe that's it, but again, for me, like if I want like a nice balance of like an action horror, you know, Predator 1, fucking perfect. It's literally an actually army bro dude movie that goes to actual horror. Like it's been done. But like Romulus is still amazing. I still
Yeah,
enjoyed it quite well. I can't dissect the script obviously like we just saw it and you know we're giving a quick chat, but
I'll let you know after I watch it 50 times after buying it.
yeah, right. Take advice from the alien guy
I
over
was
here.
gone for most of it because I'd use the rest.
But it still did great. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it. You know the breakdown of Romulus and everything. Uh, none of that.
Don't worry.
So
For anyone who wants us to shit on this, when the TV show comes out, we'll get some shitting on.
yeah,
'Cause
to
we
be
already
fair,
heard
we
bad
will talk
stuff.
about that. We
Yeah, we already heard
will.
the stuff, and it sounds bad. So if you want us to talk shit about the franchise, oh, we will. That TV show sounds like
Yeah.
ass.
So for me, Romulus gets a solid B. I enjoyed quite a lot of it. The lore was legit. Action was cool. I again, it just doesn't do that extra. This was fucking amazing, where it's like a solid A movie, But you guys enjoyed it, Birdie. You loved it. Anything else?
I liked it. I thought that like it was very accessible. So like it was good for people who are a big fan, like you and Birdie, and it was also pretty cool for people that are just watching it, or like I just watched the first one. That's probably only maybe my second or third time seeing it, so
Wait,
it's been a while.
really?
Yeah. So I'm not like a
Oh wow!
huge Alien fan, Predator fan. I didn't really watch the movies
Get him.
a
Get
lot.
him!
Like I've seen Predator, obviously with like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like it's been a while, like
I
over
say,
years since
I
I've
say
seen them.
we
So.
Okay,
we
Sin.
need Carrie to have an off day so we can
So how do
watch
you
them all.
feel about watching Alien and going to this? Like, it's just like a nice. You enjoyed it. You got fun. The references were cool. Pretty much easy to get into it, basically. Like how you guys have mentioned this whole time.
I think it did a good job of like kind of modernizing it, making it cool, and also paying like homage to the original.
It was a
And they
lot of
didn't have to
references.
rely on like little cheap jump scares or anything, which is good. So I thought it was good for that. Also, there's no like, and he's gay or and they're trans or something, like that. So it's just a movie, like
the
it's supposed
message.
to be. Yeah, I just enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was pretty cool. There was some thrilling moments in there. I wouldn't say I'm scared of the movie, like, but there was like crazy cool
Oh
moments.
yeah, dude, all the face huggers in the middle. Oh my god, that was so.
And then with the synthetic where he like let the chick die, basically, I thought that was fucking cool. Well, not cool, but it made me like, fuck this guy, and that's what you want. I think that's like good acting, So
he was really good. He was
yeah,
really
I liked
good.
it. It was good. Did a good
All
job.
right. I get to
I
B.
gave it an A.
A B for me. You guys give it a solid A because y'all quite enjoyed it. But you know
After
what?
the filth I've seen.
Omega wanted to say B because it spells out abs.
ABBA spells out ABBA. There you go.
Oh my god. Red pill, get out. No.
Yeah, I meant ABBA the band.
Oh.
Omega only listens to cultured electric music, not
Oh my god.
bands.
Excuse me. I'm over here being a
What?
techno head. Well, that's it for us. We're done. We're out.
Peace.